Okay, it's cold outside. We're not going out. What do you want to have for dinner?
What about fettuccine Alfredo?
Okay. So what do we need?
We need fettuccine,
Right? What about for the sauce?
butter,
Okay.
cheese, and milk or heavy cream.
Well, if you want to make it wrong, then yes, you need milk or heavy cream. But we're going to do it without heavy cream or milk. So what we really need is because there's two of us, we're going to have a little over a cup and a half of flour and 2 eggs. Because we're going to make our own pasta instead of box pasta. So what we want to do is we're going to put our flour down. And then we're going to make a little well for the flour. And then we'll crack our eggs, put it right in the middle of the well. Make sure you don't get any shell in there either. It's going to make for a very crunchy pasta. You get your fork. You want to break your yolks, but don't want to mix the pasta in just yet. You want to get that mixed up. Do as best you can not to get it out of the flour, or not to bring a lot of flour in yet. See, there we go. So now we want to start bringing our flour in a little bit at a time. Just mix that up. And then once it starts coming together, I'm going to start kneading it. Just a simple push forward and a pull back. Push forward, pull it back. Push forward. When you're done, this nice little dough ball. Now we're going to let this sit for about 10 minutes just to cool down a little bit. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. We got our dough here. It's been sitting, resting nicely. We have our pasta machine, our pasta roller. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this into a couple sections. Because we're going to make enough for 2 people. Probably could be enough for 3, but it's homemade pasta, so it's going to be delicious, so we're all just going to eat it. So we'll take one piece at a time, set these over here, and what we're going to do is just widen this out a little bit. And make sure you put a little bit of flour on this side because it's going to be a little bit sticky because you can just cut it. And that's how it is in the middle. And then also make sure you put flour on your pasta roller. Now the pasta roll's got a number of settings. We're starting on 1. 1 is the thickest. And the more you go, the thinner it gets. So we're going to start on 1. We'll put it through our machine. If you see, comes out, it starts getting thinner. So in this case, we're going to fold it once in half, and then we're going to roll it through 1 again. Now we're going to change it to 2. And run it through again. See, it's getting thicker. And then we go to 3. And we're going to run it through again. We're going to go all the way to 6. It actually goes all the way up to 9, but we don't want it that thin. Alright, now look at that. It's thin. And now we're going to use the other side to actually make the fettuccine. We'll put a little bit of flour on it, just so it doesn't stick. The last thing you want is pasta sticking in your pasta roll. A little flour. Move your handle over to the other side. And for me, the fettuccine roll is the first one. So we put it through. Look at that beautiful fettuccine. See that? And then we just put a little spot in your... Throw some flour on it so it doesn't stick. And then we'll do the same with the rest. Make sure, occasionally I have a couple that didn't cut all the way through, just make sure you pull them apart. But look at that. Beautiful homemade pasta. And it is only 2 ingredients. Eggs and flour. You can either cut it, if you have a pasta machine like this, you can roll it out and cut it by hand. Okay, so now our water's been boiling. Just want to put a little sprinkle of salt in there. Now remember, this is homemade pasta. It's only going to take like 3 minutes to cook. Just make sure we bring all of our pasta over there. Just mix that up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in this pan. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, now, I'll turn your heat down. We're gonna still use this because we're gonna do like a double boiler here. We're gonna put our pan in there, and this is where the cream comes into play. I have 5 tablespoons of butter, a little over 5. Before we do that, almost forgot a key ingredient. We need some pasta water. Pasta water got a lot of starch in it, and it's gonna help thicken this up. So we'll put our butter in. And we're doing a double boiler because we don't want this on direct heat. And the steam from the steam is going to help melt that butter and make everything come together. A little teaspoon or a tablespoon or 2 of the pasta water in there. It's melted. You can already start seeing that the cream is starting to form. And this is the fun part. You want some cheese. You can use Parmigiano or you can use Pecorino. If you really want to buy the store-bought stuff that comes from one of the distributors, you're welcome to, but fresh stuff is a lot better. Use as much as you want. I love cheese, so I'm gonna use most of this. So then again, start mixing that together. Add a little more water to it. Give me another tablespoon or 2. Again, it just helps thicken it up. So now you can see, there's your cream right there. No milk, no heavy cream, none of that nonsense. All that's going to do is make you a full stomach and not one more. Look at that, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Go ahead and turn your water off. We got some plates. Does that look like enough to you for one plate?
No.
Of course, you gotta have it. So look how creamy that looks. And then we'll just sprinkle a little more pecorino on there. And now, let's take a bite. The fresh pasta, the creaminess of it, no milk, no heavy cream, but the fresh pasta makes a huge difference. It's light, not as heavy as a box one. All you need to do now is enjoy it. Thanks.